I'll get the spokes, no blades, white walls, no stains on none of them fits. Like I said the last time, and I'm serious still. Folded all with no change, being supposed to do things. Did that cause your boyfriend dressing like we did, baby. But throw your hands in the air, and if it's going down, I'm in there like swim.
Matt Holliday, the big hit man. We'll see how many of those he gets in our broadcast. Division battles are always great fun to. Now we get a chance to look at Dale Svem's lineup. David Jesus now to lead it off.
For the Chicago Cubs, right fielder, number 19, David DeJesus.
Ball! And that ball there as Wainwright misses.
Well, you saw the catcher right there setting up inside, and the pitcher just missed off the plate. Still a pretty good pitch, though.
And that one fouled off by DeJesus.
Ball!
No luck that time for Wainwright as he misses inside. 2-1 pitch, and he watches the fastball go by for strike 2.
I don't think he likes that call, but when you're diving out over the plate, sometimes that fastball up and in doesn't look like a strike even when it is.
You're out.
And Jesus is out of there. Big swing, no contact.
He chases the breaking ball for strike 3 right there. You got to lay off.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Cardinals and how they're lined up on the field. So, John, any individual stand out?
But yeah, he might be one of the smaller guys out on the field, and he's getting up there in age, but Rafael Furcal still does one thing better than anyone as far as shortstop go. He still possesses one of the strongest arms you're ever going to see from that position. He still can cover some ground. He's become a smarter player because he positioned himself better, but he still has that great athletic ability to make the spectacular play.
On the way. Castro taking that one. It's in there.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
That one's high. Wainwright doesn't fool him. Castro grounds it. Shoemaker's got to play. And so Castro retired.
Center fielder, number 24.
The chance here for Marlon Byrd comes with 2 down. He's 2 for 9 lifetime off Adam Wainwright. This one tapped in front of the plate, and it goes foul. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No runs, no hits. It's going to be Paul Maholm on the mound. Chicago's got him starting in this one. And as he gets going against these St. Louis hitters, what do you think's in store?
Well, Paul Maholm is a very consistent pitcher. He knows what he is, and he knows what he isn't. He doesn't try to be more than what he is. He's a command and control guy. Doesn't try to overpower anybody. He's somebody that can go deep into the game because he can work through his struggles.
And Jesus gets there. Here's the lineup for the Cardinals. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, a speedster at the top of the lineup who hits from both sides of the plate. Rafael Furcal can solidify your team. A great leader. He needs to get on base, though, and use his legs to make things happen. When he does, he scores runs.
And Paul Maholm now. He's got him 0-2.
You don't get the same kind of movement on the 2-seam fastball when you throw it up in the zone because your hand's not on top of the ball. But that little bit of movement he was able to garner was just enough as he throws that up and in.
And Jay is retired. Let's take a quick look as the Cubs on the field will line up like this. John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Well, every team likes a guy like Ian Stewart who can take the field anywhere inside the diamond. He continues to improve defensively because of hard work. He plays multiple positions. He has the versatility to start a game at one position and move to the next and not miss a beat.
Foul!
And it's fouled off. And he can't pull the trigger. Beltran strikes out. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. We're scoreless in St. Louis.
Of the Chicago Cubs.
And in the batter's box, LaHare. He's not hit well in this particular matchup. Just 167 off the Cardinals. And a strike starting the second here. It's 0-1.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
Well, Wainwright goes ahead, 0-2 for the big fella. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaker, one down.
Chicago Cubs.
That's a big breaking ball, just at 75 on the gun.
A fantastic strikeout pitch here. It's headed down and in, and the batter just didn't time this thing right. He never had a chance on this one.
Absolutely right, John, and as in real estate, it's all about location. And Alfonso Soriano to bat.
Well, you know, Alfonso Soriano certainly isn't the same hitter he once was early in his career, but the power's still there for him. He doesn't steal base.
That swung on, hit on the ground. And he steps on first. That's the second out. Giovanni Soto comes up 2 away. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Wainwright. 0-1.
Well, this is just one of those pitches right there that he had a chance to put in play, but his indecisiveness caused him to hesitate. And when you hesitate, you are lost, especially in the batter's box.
Strike two. Now with no balls and 2 strikes, Soto choke up a little bit and watch that strike zone.
You're out.
And Giovanni Soto strikes out. No contact. So Adam Wainwright gets him 3 up, 3 down. Good start for him. It is hot. We'll just say we're at Busch Stadium right now. Might want a little ice in the dugout when you go in. Matt Holliday at the plate. 0-1 the count. Getting going here in the bottom of the second.
Now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I'm looking for him to go to the curveball and try to punch him out.
0-1.
Matt Holliday isn't fooled by that pitch. Count's going to be even. Swings, puts this one in play. Fielded by Bird. 1 down.
For the St. Louis Cardinals, first base. Number 12.
1 out. Lance Berkman will stand in.
Well, guys, after a tough 2011, a lot of changes with this Cub franchise. They've got some good people in place right now. I think ultimately they're going to get things back on track.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now. Cubs 0-11 season. Hard to believe. You got to go back to 0-8 when they finished with the best record in the National League. And you still, Steve, have a number of those core players on that team.
Well, listen, it has deteriorated. There's no question about that. But with the right people making decisions, I believe the Cubs will be back and battling for the division title soon.
Berkman again with a foul.
Foul.
Mahone with a delivery. And he strikes him out. He catches Lance Berkman watching.
Third base.
Well, it's probably a good idea to hit him and swing right there. It looked like he was thinking away. They bust him in. He'd have just broken his bat.
And a shot here for David Freese. It will come with 2 down.
Strike 1.
2 for 8 lifetime batter against Mahone. And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now. There's a swing. A ball hit well deep into right center field. And gone. Goodbye. The homer, and the Cardinals getting on the board with a long ball. And the first run of the ball game. Wow, it comes with a solo home run and a 1-0 lead.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Now, they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after it. Well, this is how you want to do it, Gary, offensively. I mean, St. Louis now out in front. Now they want to look to pad this lead.
Fastball misses away, 1-0. This is, Steve, I guess, with that big fly, the inning these guys were hoping for.
Well, that's exactly right, Gary. I mean, you want to have the big inning. When you get that opportunity, put a number up on the board.
And Molina watches it low. His batting average, lifetime, .310 against Paul Mahone. He pours one down the center of the strike zone, 2-1. Here he comes, 2-1 pitch. That one goes foul.
Foul!
Fouled off.
Well, borderline pitch right there. And I tell you, when you have a 2-2 count, the last thing you want to do is get rung up for strike 3. Possibly was a ball, but he just got enough on it to foul it off to keep this at bat going.
He was able to ring up that K, and that's going to get him out of the inning. They get that first run of the ball game here in the second. Something.
Wait for the Chicago.
And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. And Stewart settles in. That's one away.
Not just textbook defense right there, Gary. The ball's fielded by the second baseman. Gets the easy out at first.
Barney will be at the plate.
Hey, guys, I think you'd have to consider this one of the 3 great baseball rivalries, right? You got Red Sox, Yankees, Dodgers and Giants, and the Cubs and Cardinals.
And Wainwright's pitch too low, taken for a ball. And as great as the rivalry is, Steve was talking about, it is amazing. Cardinals have won 11 World Series titles, and the Cubs haven't won one since 1908, John.
Well, last year the head-to-head results weren't all that close. The Cardinals won the season series pretty easily, 10-5.
And he looks at a sinker in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Good, hard, boring, sinking action on that one. Good stuff.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike him out with a breaking ball. 2 down. Well, there's some great pitching right there, John. Only 4 to put him away.
Well, yeah, and that's a great thing. Anytime you can preserve your pitch count and get a quick out by a ground out or a fly ball to get it done most efficiently. But when you need a K, it's there.
Mahone is the batter now. And the side's retired. Beltran catches it, cutting it off the field.
Wait for the St. Louis.
And Skip Schumacher to lead off.
Number 55, Skip Schumacher.
Ball!
Too far outside, 1-0. Mahone with the delivery. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind, 2-0.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
And here's a fastball for a called strike, 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a line drive. And that'll put Shoemaker on first.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
It's Wainwright at the plate. Mahone with the delivery. Swung on and fouled away.
Ball's out of play.
Well, he's running, taking off for second. Picked up by Soto. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
Now listen, pitchers don't hit the ball as well as position players do, but you can still impact the game with productive outs. Good bunch.
Boy, will he be happy if that comes around to score.
That's going to make the manager very happy right there.
And lined up the middle. Castro, extra effort, gets it. And he's out at first. What an out. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. Diving stop and a nice throw, too.
I showed great range on that one. I didn't think he had any chance to get it, but able to get it and get on his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Tremendous job.
And Jay stands in to hit. The Cardinals' home record, Steve referred to, 45-36, doesn't sound too bad, but second worst showing since the ballpark opened in 2006, John.
Busch Stadium, though, was a friendly place for them in the postseason. They won 6 out of 9 here in the playoffs, including those final 2 games against the Rangers in the World Series.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And there's DeJesus, out number 3. And so a good inning for Paul Mahomes. Up next, it'll be the Cubs. David DeJesus now to lead it off. So far 0 for 1. Looking to get his first hit off Wainwright.
Last time he just flailed at that big 12-6 curveball. Couldn't make contact on it for strike 3. You got to believe he's going to see it with 2 strikes in this at-bat.
Well, he's been working that pitch with a lot of success getting Ks. In fact, 3 other batters have also been set down with it.
And Molina's calling for the pitch. There's a swing and a line drive. And that one's going to drop in. That's their first hit. Doesn't get there in time. He is on.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
A shot up the middle. Castro's got himself a base hit. That'll bring up Marlon Byrd.
A real good approach at the plate right here, thinking about going back up the middle. He gets a fastball a little bit inside, but able to just punch it up the middle for a base hit.
He bounced out his last time. And Wainwright misses outside, taken for a ball.
Look, here, we're into the 4th inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, you know, they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should be looking for at the plate, and maybe they need to be a little bit more patient and make them work.
Here's the pitch. Just off the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Now, to be effective, you got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
I mean, the one thing you can notice comparing to his normal trends, he's definitely throwing that 4-seamer a lot more today.
You know, I'm wondering also, why hasn't he been using that 12-6 curveball more often? He's got a great bite on that pitch, but it has tremendous movement, and it's a strikeout pitch. I'm guessing he's going to have to start to use it more now.
And in the batter's box, LaHair.
Well, they catch a little bit of a break here in a jam with runners on base, but a guy who not typically is a very good hitter in this situation.
And it's going to be Beltran. Roams over, puts it away.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
Now an RBI opportunity and getting the chance, Alfonso Soriano. Lifetime average just 1-7. There's a swing and a smash. And Jay. That's caught. Side is retired. Oh, Adam Wainwright is heading off to the dugout. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. And it's Carlos Beltran now. He's ready to start the home half here in the 4th inning. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 count. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilized. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And that gets down. Beltran, base hit. And that'll bring up Matt Holliday.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning. No outs. Big things could happen now.
Last time up, flew out. This is a swing hit in the air. This one to Soriano. 1 away.
Now coming to bat for the St. Louis Cardinals, first base, number 12.
And it's Lance Berkman in the box now. His career numbers 206 against Paul Mahomes.
And sometimes the pitchers just have the hitter's numbers, and that's the case between these two.
Beltran's the runner at first base. First one to Berkman. That ball is hit a long way deep into right center field. Way back there. And goodbye, home run. The St. Louis Cardinals pouring it on. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3.
The Cardinals offense is rolling right now. They look pretty good.
Number 23, Deiradinn.
And Freeze settles in for the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. LaHare. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Number 4.
So with 2 down, it'll be Yadier Molina.
Mulholland has brought some solid pitching to the mound today. He's leading his team.
How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
Again, now take a look at what's happened when he goes 1-0 in the count. He falls behind. He's given up a home run and a couple of hits, and I mean they're just teeing off on him.
Now a swing and a shot toward second. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. And heading to the dugout, Paul Maholm. Now he's been hit out of the yard twice today. We've played 4 full at Busch.
Stepping up to the plate.
Giovanni Soto will lead it off. 0 for 1 thus far. The first pitch.
Soto.
That's it. Pretty well down the line and left. And it's going to be Holiday. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
Third base.
And Stewart settles in.
But unfortunately for Adam Wainwright, 2011, the injury bug bit him early. It bit him prior to the season, unable to pitch, and now they're hoping he's going to come back and become what he used to be.
First pitch was a strike. 0-1 now. Boy, what an addition to a world championship it would be to come back the next year and have Adam Wainwright available to pitch. That's going to be a big plus.
I mean, you think about it. I mean, they don't have to even make a trade or a free agent signing. They've got a top flight pitcher coming back in. It may take some time, but he'll return to form.
Stewart's going to foul that away.
Foul!
Big swing and a miss. Ian Stewart, he's out of there. Strike 3. Boy, it took 4 pitches. No wasted time right there, and he got him.
What I liked the most was he was very deliberate with what he had to do. He knew he can go out of the strike zone to get the punch out, and that's what he did, getting him to swing.
Barney will be at the plate. In 5 career at-bats, he's got 3 hits off Wainwright. That should be a base hit. Oh, and a wild throw.
For the Chicago Cubs.
And Mahomes settles in. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Well, he's had a great rhythm going in this game today. He's not afraid to move the ball around and pitch aggressively in the zone.
And good pitch selections, I think, too, Steve. He's definitely got a recipe with a combined and effective approach.
The pitch from Wainwright. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Line drive. That's foul towards first. And Berkman pulls it in. Good work there, Adam Wainwright. He has 6 strikeouts now. Up next, Cardinals.
Up to the plate.
And in the batter's box, Shoemaker. Looked good in his first at-bat. Came away with a single off Mahomes.
Well, he's going to definitely be able to approach.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And that one is in there. His second hit today. And Shoemaker stretching it. He wants to go to third. And he stops at third with a triple, and there's nobody out.
Number 50, Adam Wainwright.
Well, this is the way you want to kick off an inning right here. He hits the ball right out of the box. He's thinking triple, and that's what he gets.
And he's breaking for the plate. Drops down a bunt. Mahomes over to first for out number 1. And they get that run in.
I'll tell you what, he's out there. You count on him maybe to drive the ball to the wall, but instead they'll take a productive out, picking up a run.
And so with 1 down, we'll see Rafael Furcal. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
You know, after giving up runs like that, this is where the pitcher has to bow his neck and shut down the opponent. Damage control.
This is where you begin to wonder whether this game is going to start slipping away or not.
Foul!
That one's fouled off by Furcal.
Well, Gary, to pick up what you were saying, this game's not slipping away. They're still in it. But the pitcher has to make a pitch right now and get this guy out right now.
See if he can get it done. Mahone with the delivery. There's a ground ball. What an effort. Barney diving up with it. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. In fact, he had a dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate. And
Jay stands in to hit. 1 for 8 hitter lifetime against Paul Mahone. And the first pitch. Fastball just misses. 1-0. These at-bats, how's he starting them? Let's take a look.
Well, Gary, you take a look at it. What does it mean when he falls behind on the count? Well, here's what it means. It means the hitters get confident. They can sit on a pitch to drive it out of the ballpark and they'll pick up some hits.
Plays off the breaker, but it's in there for a called strike. Here's the 1-1. Line shot into center field. Makes its way through for a single. So Carlos Beltran will come up.
Well, you talk about a pitcher who didn't read the scouting report. I mean, everyone knows this guy's a high ball hitter. He threw one up there, and he got it whacked.
Well, not a lot of switch hitters can bat in the middle of an order, but Carlos Beltran is one of them. Such a manager's delight to have a switch hitter that can hit third or fourth in your lineup makes it so difficult for the opposing manager to mix and match. The fact that he's a great hitter and the fact that he's a great outfielder doesn't hurt either.
Singleton scored his last time around. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. 0-1 offering from Mahone. Here's a swing and a fly ball. And it's going to be DeJesus. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. So they score one.
Batting for the Chicago Cubs.
David DeJesus now to lead it off. Last trip to the plate came away with a nice single off Wainwright.
You got to believe he's going to be looking for the break.
There's a swing and a ground ball. And Furcal fields the ball. That's one away.
For the Chicago Cubs. Shortstop, number 13.
And Starlin Castro will dig in with one out. And a base hit his last time up. The pitch from Wainwright. Back up the middle. Shoemaker's got to play. And he'll take it himself. Puts the tag on for the out.
What a great snag right there to get the out. Tremendous athletic play.
A chance here for Marlon Byrd. Comes with 2 down. First pitch to him. This one swung on and driven hard. And Jay. And that's going to do it in this half inning.
Now he's bringing it today. He's got control of every one of his pitches, keeping the hitters off balance the entire game. They just can't seem to find any answer.
Batting for the St. Louis
And welcome to
Cardinals.
those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Ball put in play. Bird to field it. This one to Barney. One away now.
For the St. Louis Cardinals, first baseman, number 12.
One out, Lance Berkman to stand in.
A lot of people had Lance Berkman written off thinking his career was over. He left Houston, he joined the Yankees, he struggled in both cities. 2011, though, St. Louis, a turnaround.
And the first pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. And if you look at Berkman, I mean, the comeback player of the year in the league. The boom or bust was all boom last year. 300 and over the ground ball. Castro's there. 2 away.
For the St. Louis Cardinals, third baseman, number 23.
And let's take a look as Freeze stands in to hit. Well, guys, let's check out the numbers here on balls thrown outside that strike zone and see how he's been doing on the mound to get the batters to go after those pitches.
Well, when you take a look at it, I think what it shows is the hitters aren't chasing pitches out of the zone right now. He hasn't been able to expand the strike zone successfully, John.
Well, and that's why his performance has been subpar. Anytime you struggle with your command, it's not going to be a good day.
Mahone with a delivery. And that is ball 3. So David Freese, he's got a chance here. We'll look for the green light.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
And it's fouled away. Here's the 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. And he bobbles this thing. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work. No scoring.
Now up to the plate.
And in the batter's box, LaHare. He'll start things off here in the 7th.
Brian LaHare.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Wainwright. 0-1.
Tough to score with only 3 hits in a ball game, and we're deep into this one right now. So unless something dramatically changes, he's just going to shut them down the rest of the way. He's been overpowered.
Flied to right. And he makes the catch. Away.
Well, he's pitching with a lot of confidence out there right now and been very efficient with his stuff. A hard guy to beat when he's locked in, and he's clearly locked in today.
Alfonso Soriano now with 1 away. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first pitch.
Foul!
That's it, fouled by Soriano. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Wainwright.
Strike 2.
Strike 2. Soriano gonna have to be careful here.
Wainwright has great stuff, and he has the ability to be a great pitcher. Well, today, he has been great.
Now, when you put a game together like we've seen here from this pitcher, it only comes with throwing a lot of quality strikes. Here's how he's getting it done.
Well, just impressed with this young man, the way he's just hit the lower part of that strike zone. When you can keep the ball down, you have a recipe for success.
Boy, he's so accurate on that corner as well, and I tell you, that ability to repeat his delivery and get that release point where he wants it.
And this at-bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike.
Well, if you've done your homework, you know how you're going to attack this guy. You got to go with the slider here.
1-1.
And Soto watches that one go by. The count evened up.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Molina setting up. Sharp bite to that slider. 1-2. There's a ground ball. Freese feels that one. Throws to first. Side is retired.
Oh, he's absolutely mowing him down here today.
Now up to the plate.
And it's Molina at the plate. And taking a look here, the pitch types that he's thrown today that have yielded hits.
Well, guys, you look at that four-seamer. It's been hit 5 times, so these hitters are seeing it consistently.
You know, with the hits he's given up off of that pitch and the runs that have come in, you take that away, and he's in a lot better shape.
He swings and drives this one. This one to Bird as he hauls it in.
Up to the plate for the St. Louis Cardinals, second baseman.
And in the batter's box, Shoemaker. Last time, what a show he put on, a triple off Mahone.
You know, you can't let your ego get in the way if you're a pitcher. I know you want to use your fastball, but if he's getting around on it like he has the last 2 times, you've got to think about being aggressive, but do it with an off-speed pitch.
The pitch. That's high and tight. Ball 2, 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. Pitch misses, ball 3. Now Skip Schumacher. He can afford to take one. Maybe a couple of pitches he'll watch here.
Well, hitters know those 2-seam fastballs down on the way turn into ground ball out, so they lay off of it. But with 2 strikes, it's a pitch you have to swing at.
Refuses to go after it. Missed. Ball 4.
Well, he didn't want to lay it right down the middle, but he misses with this one low. Now he's walked him on 4 pitches. He's got to settle down.
It's Wainwright at the plate. I think with one out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice him over.
Mahone. Oh, there he goes for second.
Strike two.
And he throws it away, and everybody's safe. On the ground to first. Gets one at second. And there's the second out, a double play. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. Up next, it'll be the Cubs.
For the Chicago
And Ian
Cubs,
Stewart to lead it off.
number
Well, let's take a
39,
moment here to see the
Ian
breakdown of the
Stewart.
pitches that have yielded hits.
That four-seam fastball of his, it's gotten hit twice. And at this point of the
That swung on, hit on the ground. Shoemaker's got to play.
Now
One
batting
away.
For the Chicago
A
Cubs,
masterful performance out there today. They've not been able to get any sort of offense going. And I'll tell you what, he's going to make people notice this is an outstanding effort.
Barney will be at the plate. Pretty good day so far. 1 for 2 off Wainwright.
You know, you might want to go to the four-seam fastball again, but after the hit he gave up the last time, you may want to wait till the right time in the count to go there.
Now the first pitch. Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
Now, Gary, it's tough to score when you only get 3 hits. We're deep into this ball game, and they have just not been able to mount any pressure against him today.
Swing and a high pop-up left side of the infield. And Shoemaker, that's 2 gone.
As a manager, you sit back and watch this guy out there dealing like that. The pitching coach just says, hey, go get him, buddy. You've got it completely under control. Well, I can't blame him for bringing in the pinch hitter right now for the pitcher. They've got to do something to get this offense going and try to get back into the game.
Swung on, he hit it. It goes to Jay. And that's going to do it in this half inning.
Well, Gary's been a step ahead of the hitters the entire day. You got to like his chances to close this one out with a shutout.
St. Louis.
batting for the St. Louis
And
Cardinals,
Raphael Furcal up.
number 15.
And we'll get to see Chris Carpenter pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there. Swung on by Furcal, strike 1. Here's the pitch. And Raphael Furcal watches that one go by to even the count.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Carpenter with the windup. That one's fouled off by Furcal.
Oh!
And Carpenter now with the count 1-2. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Center fielder.
Here's the
Number
four-seam
19,
fastball coming at you in K-Cam. Get a better look.
And Jay stands in to hit. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first one. And Carpenter gets him swinging for the first strike.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter, swung late.
Jay hits the ground ball. There's Barney. And Jay is
The
retired.
St. Louis Cardinals, right fielder.
Now
Number
with
3,
2 outs, here's the chance for Carlos Beltran. Flew out last time. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
That's a great pitch. When you get it to break low in the zone like that with that kind of movement, awfully tough on the hitter.
Beltran pummels it. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. 3 up, 3.
For the Chicago Cubs,
David DeJesus now to lead it off. Grounded out last time.
David
And the
DeJesus.
first pitch. Back up the middle. Whoa, get out of the way of that one. Straight back up the middle.
Coming to bat.
And that'll bring Starlin Castro to the plate.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
He bounced out his last time. I think there's an issue of how much is left. Hit in the air to center field. 1 away. Pressure continues to mount.
Not a bad way to start the last inning when you've got a shutout going. You want to get the first guy. He's going to need every bit of that defensive support in the end.
Marlon Byrd here, runner on at first. No hits yet, but he'll get another chance right here. And Berkman's keeping him tight. And Bird ready for the first hit up the middle. Oh, mercy. Boy, that did not miss him by much, but he got out of the way. And two, a double play.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
So the honor is ready to be handed out. Our player of the game, a very deserving candidate. A commanding performance by the starter, Adam Wainwright.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a more dominant display on the mound than what we saw today. He was mixing his pitches well, changing speeds, but the thing you noticed, he didn't throw any pitches over the center of the plate. That's what made it so special. And
we got to see a terrific performance out of their starter, and he was able to ride that one on to victory.
An outstanding effort. He had everything working today, the good stuff and location to shut down the opponent.
And we hope you've enjoyed today's 2K Sports broadcast of Major League Baseball. For Steve, John, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. We will see you soon.